snow, the progression is exactly the same. What's going to happen on your first day when you get on snow, you're going to go to a hill that's like not even this steep, just steep enough for that board to travel in a straight line out into a flat area where it's going to come to a stop. And the first thing you're going to learn how to do is stand in your neutral balance position and stay balanced and slide in a straight line right out there to a stop. No twisting, nothing. You're just going to slide in a straight line, just like you're getting off the chairlift. Then what you're going to learn how to do is you'll get off and you'll walk back up to the top of the hill. And as you're sliding down the hill, you're going to do a heel side turn to a stop, where you're going to raise your front shoulder. You raise your front shoulder, your weight will shift to your heel side edge on that board, and then because of the shape of the board, it's going to go down, turn, and come to a stop. Okay? So after you do your straight gliding, you come off the hill, you raise your left shoulder, front shoulder up, that board tails out, comes to a stop. You unbuckle your back foot, walk back up to the top of the hill, you straight glide down, you raise your back shoulder up. You do a toe side turn to a stop. Tails out there, you're going 1-2 miles an hour, it's not too scary, but you're getting the feeling of exactly what you need to do to get that board to slow, slow, slow stop. Then what's going to happen is you're going to stand in your neutral balance position, you're going to slide along, you're going to raise your front shoulder up, you're going to do a heel side turn, and then you're going to switch and come back to your toe side turn. So you're going to actually be doing turns on that first little hill. You're going to come off, you're going to turn to the heel side, you're going to come back to neutral, and then go to your toe side. Okay. Because your full range of motion on the snowboard is going to be as far as you can bend your knees straight down and stand back up again. And as you stretch and become a better snowboarder, that range of motion is going to become greater. And it's going to enable you to do more things. But what you have right there, perfectly great for learning how to snowboard. Okay? So bend those knees straight forward, stand up. Okay, from this position, raise one arm up, reach for the sky, palm out. There you go. Okay, you can feel that you're on your heel edge of the board. Let it stay there. Okay, from that position, lower your hand down, raise your other hand up, reach for the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Okay.
Can I be on my toe edge now?
Well, yes. Allow the board to move. Do not stop the movement from happening. What you want to do is you want to train your muscles to be able to work together. Reach that up, you're on your toe edge. Now slowly lower that down and feel where your weight shifts back to your heels. Okay, go all the way up again. Okay, you're on your heels. Slowly bring your hands down. Feel that? Okay, what we're doing here is we're making the largest movements possible. Okay, these are full range of motion movements. What you're going to do is you're going to train your body to be able to make those shifts by the smallest movement possible. Okay, put your hands by your side like this. Okay, without raising your hand, raise one shoulder up as high as you can. There you go.
Nice.
And then slowly lower that and raise your other shoulder up.
Nice.
You feel that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue that going back and forth so that you are able to find the spot where you can shift your shoulder like 1 centimeter. I call it the agility arrow.
Okay.
And it's designed to simulate snow, or simulate the snowboard on the snow. So when we first step on the snowboard, if you notice I have a rocker in the very center of that board. What happens when you are on a snowboard and it starts sliding in the beginning, the first response of a beginner is this. Well, if you notice, the nose of that board comes up as soon as I put weight on my back foot. Well, when you're sliding downhill, you put your weight on the back foot, that board comes out from underneath you. What people need to learn on their first day is 51% of your weight on your front foot. And how do you get that on the board? you stand in your neutral balance position where your feet, knees, and hips are all in a straight line. Your shoulders are in a straight line with your hips, and you're standing on the board. To become in your neutral balance position, you bend your front knee just slightly, moving your weight from 0 to having 51% on that front foot, which gives that board direction. Perfect. Okay, practice that. Hands by your side. Imagine yourself sliding along, and you want to tell those muscles, this is exactly what we need to get done. And try to figure out the smallest movement necessary to shift yourself back and forth.
It's really nothing, like you don't move at all and it moves.
Yes, I mean you are using the smallest movement to get the job done. And because you're making the moves from your upper body like this, your center of mass is being propelled down the hill. When you're making the moves from the upper body, your balance is first, and then the board comes behind your balance. So you're in balance all the time. If you would all of a sudden make a foot move to make that board move, or twist your knee or twist your hip, what's going to happen is that board is going to move before your center, which puts your upper body behind, where then you're going to have to do what's called a secondary recovery move, which is a second movement with your upper body to remain in balance, which is, you know, whatever you see, a million different, you know, some people call it style. I call it being off balance. Right? So when it comes time to be in balance and control on a snowboard, you want to dictate what that board is doing from your upper body, not from your lower body. Not to say that you can't do it, but this is no-fall snowboarding, okay? So, practice. Make your moves here, and then slow it down and make the smallest movement. And go back to big movements. Bend your knees a little bit more. The more you bend your knees, the more aggressive that board's going to function underneath you with the same shoulder movements. As you bend your knees, you're going to feel the tension in your quads.
In my
right?
calves.
Yeah, in your
Well,
quads.
that's just
and
for
your calves.
balancing.
Yes. Okay. So you're training those muscles. You're teaching them. This is how I want to balance, like this. Keep your weight on that front foot. That's going to keep the board going. You can turn and look where you're going. Turn over there and look at, hey, how's it going? There you go.